You're thinking of a luxury elopement, a stunning destination, just the two of you, or a handful of people you love most. Beautiful, completely yours, designed around you and your destination. But here's what I see happen over and over again. Couples make a few key mistakes that turn that dream into a stressful, disconnected experience. I'm Rochelle Cheever, and after 15 years of designing and planning luxury elopements around the world, I want to save you from the most common and most costly mistakes and show you what actually makes these experiences extraordinary. Let's talk about the real do's and don'ts of luxury elopements. Some photographers are incredibly talented at photography, but planning and designing a luxury experience is a completely different skill set than planning a standard or adventure elopement. It requires an eye for design, deep vendor relationships, logistical expertise, and the ability to build a day that flows. When a photographer takes on a planning role, things get disorganized fast. The design suffers, and you end up with lots of pretty but empty photos, an experience that didn't feel right as you were basically posing all day long. Start with the planner and designer first. Someone whose entire job is to create a cohesive and holistic experience from the destination to the last detail. The photography is woven into the day, allowing the day to evolve naturally. Don't plan the last minute. I know elopements sound spontaneous, and there's romance to that idea. But luxury elopements, they take time to do it right. The best venues book out. The most talented vendors have wait lists. Permits for iconic locations have lead times. And the design process, building something that is truly yours, cannot be rushed. For a luxury elopement or an intimate wedding, aim to plan, if possible, at least a year in advance. This gives you access to the best of everything and also the best pricing and the space to enjoy the process instead of scrambling through it. Don't copy something you saw on social media. I understand the impulse. You see something gorgeous on Instagram or Pinterest and think, I want that. But here's the thing. That wedding was designed for someone else in a specific place for a specific couple. And if you try to recreate it, you'll always end up with a lesser version of someone else's story. A luxury elopement starts from scratch. Your destination, your design, your experience. Your designer should be building something around you, not copying a trend. Do extend your wedding into a full experience. Part of what makes a luxury elopement truly luxurious, the luxury of time. Don't compress everything into one rushed day. Think about a weekend or longer. Combine your wedding and honeymoon. Build in experiences that let you and your guests actually be present. A welcome dinner the night before, a private chef for an intimate meal, a morning at a local vineyard, a cooking class, a painting class, a ceramics class, a local artist painting your portrait, or a goodbye brunch. These aren't extras. They are the whole experience. This is what people remember. Allocate your budget around what matters to you most. If you're a guest, doesn't mean less investment. It means more intentional investment. In a luxury elopement, every detail is amplified. The flowers, the setting, the food, the experience. All of it matters more because there are fewer people and less noise around it. So decide what is most important to you and fund it properly. Don't spread your budget thin trying to have everything. Choose what reflects you and disregard what doesn't. That is the beauty of intimate weddings. You can customize everything. Don't choose a destination just for the backdrop. Yes, the visuals matter, but a luxury elopement is not a photo shoot with vows. The destination is a blank canvas, and what you do with it, how you design the experience around the culture, the landscape, and the local flavor, that's what makes it meaningful. Work with planners and designers who know the destination intimately, who understand the culture, have real relationships with local vendors, and can bring the place to life in a way that goes far beyond a pretty background. Don't overcrowd the day. More activities does not mean more luxury. It means more stress. I've seen couples pack their wedding day so full they never actually felt anything. They were moving from one thing to the next. Think about the flow. What does the day feel like from the beginning to the end? And where are the quiet moments, the spontaneous ones? Where do you get to be just with each other? A beautiful design day has rhythm, space, and intention. A luxury elopement is not a lesser version of a traditional wedding. It is a different kind of celebration, one that is more personal, more curated, I believe often more meaningful than a large wedding, because because it's more personalized. You're doing something intentional, and that deserves the same, if not more, care, design, and expertise as any grand celebration. Every detail is more thoughtful and curated. The biggest takeaways here are: start with a planner and a designer, not a photographer. If you want a luxury elopement experience, plan a year out. Plan an experience from scratch, and don't copy someone else's. Give yourself the luxury of time. Invest where it matters, and treat your elopement with the importance and reverence it deserves. If you're thinking about a luxury elopement or a destination intimate wedding and you want to do it right, I'd love to help. You can view more videos on this channel or visit theelopementexperience.com, our website, to learn more about how we work and see what's possible. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.